Okay, so this is LeetCode 206, which is reverse linked list. So given the head of a singly linked list, reverse the list and then return the reverse list, right? So just off the bat, this is not a list or anything, but for a list, if you were to return, you would get something like list.sort inverse equals true, dot sort reverse equals true. This is how you reverse an array, but this is not what we're doing. We're looking at linked lists, right? So if you don't know what linked lists are, they are, for example, let's take this. So we'll take this, copy this image, and we'll put it here. So this is our linked list, right? So if we go here, right, and then let's take this culling tool. So what this linked list does is this is the head and this is the tail, right? But we are focused on the head. Wow, that is very bad. But we're focused on the head, which for now is 1. And what we want to do is that we have 1, 2. So if we put this into an array, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want to convert this to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can see that here. See? Head is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You output, you want this to be the output, you want it to be reversed, right? So just take some key parameters. So dealing with head and then method. So this is how we'd go about, right? So for method, we're looking at method, right? So what we want to be doing, ideally, is we want to look at the current head, right? So first, let's also think about the edge case that every issue, every problem always has, is that if the head never exists. So let's put that here. So first, if head exists, right? That's our edge case. So if not head, return none. What this means is if not head means head is false, that means the head is not given, so there's 0 values in the list, so it's an empty list, like this, right? You'd return none. So none means you have no values in an array if no head is given, and you're returning a list with nothing inside of it, which is none, right? And linked list of something with nothing in it is called none, right? Or no, like it does not exist. There is no values that exist for this, right? So this is our edge case, right? So now we're gonna look towards if you think towards other linked list questions such as combining linked lists, for example, or merge linked lists, where you have a dummy equals list node at, right? For ours, we're looking at the head, so what we want to do is we want to go one by one, kind of like container with most water, and update it, right? So let me show it to you like this. So if this is our list, right? Let's go here, 300, let's go 100, right? So this is our list, and this is our head, right? What we want to do is keep this as the head, and if head.next exists, we want to convert it to this being the head, right? So now this is the head, okay? And then if head exists, convert, 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 until it doesn't exist, until this, which is null, or slash none, right? So this is also written as if head.next exists, which is what we'll convert, we'll make it into a new list, right? The new list. And so let's make a new list first, something that we'll be putting the iteration into. So we'll do new head, right? New head equals head. So this will keep the status of the new head every time we're traversing through the linked list, right? So new head equals head. And now we want to do is for the current head that's given, if head.next exists, right? If head.next, we want to then take the new head and update it. So new head equals self.reverse list, and then it'll be the head.next, the function self head and the head.next, right? So this means if a head.next exists, you're updating the new head, which is also a copy of this in a copy list. So this is a copy list. You'll update this to be this, right? So now instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, right? And you keep doing it again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Now 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. And you keep going, you keep going, you keep going until it's null, right? So we'll also add this head.next next equals head. And what this means is that if the value of head.next.next, which is this, so head.next would be this, 2, but for this would be 3, right? If this exists, right, we'd put that as the new head. That means we're keeping the iteration going, right? So say, for example, the head was 5, right? Head.next would be 6, right? Then head.next.next would be 6.next, right? But 6.next would be 5, right? 6.next would be 5, because you want the whole thing to be reversed. So if you have 4 to 5 to 5 to 6, right? 6.next, when you're technically going this way, in a reverse list, you're technically where you want to go this way, right? So 4.next.next is 3, right? So you're actually going this way, right? That's when you get into the reverse part, which will flip the arrow, right? So that's the actual reversal part of this the code. Now what we want to do is we want to look into so we're gonna go here and we want to look into what head.next is. So if head.next, right? But if head.next doesn't exist, then head.next is equal to none. That means it doesn't exist, right? Which is the same thing as over here. For this one, 6 doesn't exist, so none/null, right? And now what we're doing is we want to take whatever this gives you and just return it. We're returning new head. And what this means is we're returning what the given value of new head is, the copy that takes in everything reverse. So now you have, when you had 3, 4, 5, 2, 1, it keeps going 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, keeps going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now it's fully reversed, right? So if we run this, we should be able to pass all the cases and have an acceptable and optimal approach to solving reverse linked lists. Thank you.